Hello, it's Monday, February the 20th. I'm John Evans, and you're on the Small Town Network.
I'm Scott Wilk, and you're watching Community News, and this is
Howard Heil.
Howard Heil. Let me crank the tunes down a little bit. I was rocking some tunes out for the folks.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
We're still going?
Yes, it's Monday, February 20th. I almost said January because it's going so fast.
It is. I mean, God, one of these days you're going to wake up and it's already December again.
Gosh, it's going so fast.
8 more days or 9 more days?
And the weather's not helping. It feels like spring.
It's getting there.
Wait till you see the weather forecast. I almost spoiled it right there. But wait till you see the weather. It's coming up later. That is crazy.
Weather and birthdays and Rockwood High School news, not much of that, small amount.
If you're brand new to us, we're a short little news program. We bring you local events, information, a little bit of weather, things to do. And the things to do is quite extensive this week. The other interest section, we go into May. Can you believe it? But a couple things before we get started. We got things to do coming up. It's our first segment by John. Got some shout outs I got to
do that first.
Because I forgot last week. But we got some regular viewers that watch us all the time. And my wife was down at the antique shops in Harriman shopping and got all kinds of shout out, like people saying they watched the program and all that. So
wonderful.
You may know of this place, Superlative Vintage and Antique Mall, which was in that old location, real colorful down there in Harriman. He's moved into a huge location.
Really?
But this is Daryl Beeler. A good friend of ours, watches every week. So hello to Daryl. Everybody go down to Superlative Vintage Antiques. The place is 2 stories, loaded with stuff, loaded with deals, and it's awesome. And they're avid watchers of the program.
Absolutely. Wonderful.
So we've got one fan. Also, another person that said they watch.
2.
We got two people watch us. It's outstanding. But this is Out of the Attic Antiques, also in Harriman. But Sonia Thomas down there. She watches the program all the time.
Oh man, what does that say that everybody that watches this are antiques?
No, they don't. They're not antiques. They sell them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's some young peppy people over there.
I think so.
But yeah. So thanks for watching to you guys, and thanks to everybody for watching. Don't forget before we go on. Don't forget to go, if you're watching this from one of our shared posts that goes into many various groups, thank you to the groups that share us, click on the Small Town Network part on that post and go to our main page and make sure that you have liked and followed our page. Also, don't forget if you want to watch us in HD, if you're glutton for punishment, I guess, you can watch us on YouTube on Small Town Network Live. On YouTube. So subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Facebook. But yeah, spring is here.
It does really help, and it helps our our advertisers and stuff.
Yeah. And we got all local sponsors that sponsor the show, so thank you to them. But first off, we head into your things to do, which is brought to you by none other than Evans Financial and Mr. John Evans.
John.
Yeah, Evans Financial, and right across the street from what used to be a whole gazebo, and now is half gazebo in the park. And one of the things I want to talk about today, we are losing some jobs in town. We've all heard that. The mill's closing down. That's Alba Health and AZR, we just heard, is going to shut down, and those guys are going to be losing their jobs. Not so much for the Alba Health folks, but for the AZR folks. Some of y'all may know, you may not know, that I used to be involved with that plant a long time ago in a different career, and knowing people in that industry, I've reached out to some of them, and there may be some jobs for people with those specific skills, but unfortunately they're down in Texas. So, but if you are working there and you're interested in that, please get a hold of me. I can hook you up with some people. If you really want to stay close, we were talking about some adult education kind of stuff and things you need to know and things you need to know how to do. One of the things I can help you with, if you're wanting to build a resume, come see me. I'll help you do that. We'll work through that and get you going. Other than that, if you're one of those people at one of these two plants that are losing your jobs, hey, you got retirement plans, you got a 401k out there. You're gonna want to know what to do with that. If you want some advice on that, come see me for that too. But most importantly, if I can help you find another thing to do, another job in any way, come see me, and I'd love to help you do that.
Yeah, and you see his contact information is right there on the screen, and you can't miss him right there on Front Street. But go see John, have a cup of coffee.
Please.
But here comes our things to do, and we starting off with on this date in history.
On this date, 1792.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's when the Postal Service was created. And postage stamps were 6 to 12 cents at the time, depending on distance. And we were talking earlier, I don't know what they are
I think it's
now.
over 50 now. Yeah, 52 cents a stamp, I think.
It's a bit.
55 something maybe?
Yeah,
I mean, it went up so fast. I feel
it did, but if you look back with inflation of everything, 6 cents was quite expensive back in the day. But what were you expecting somebody to do?
Well, and that's the thing.
Is to get a letter, get on a horse and drive and ride that horse to house.
Yeah, that's the thing. I used to work for the post office, which we mentioned before, but that's something we used to say to customers is like, for 50 cents, how do you, how for just that much do you think you could get an envelope to the other side of the country, for just 50 cents? So really, it's still
we're getting off topic a bit, but
no.
But what used to happen a long time ago, there was a
Are we talking about the Yellowstone days?
No. When I was a baby, that was quite almost
Flintstone times.
But you could walk in the post office, and there was a slot for local mail, and there was a slot for not local mail.
Yep.
And when I got a little older, I looked in there, and both those slots were going in the same bin. And I found out that for a while now, local mail was going to Knoxville and coming back.
Exactly.
It ain't anymore. It's going all the way to Memphis, I think, and coming back.
Well, first class mail,
it's somewhere way
first
out
class
west.
mail goes to Nashville and back.
Okay, maybe
if you get your mail forwarded, there's only one forwarding center in each state. Ours is in Memphis. So even if you moved across the street, your mail would go all the way to Memphis, get a yellow sticker put on it, and come all the way back.
Oh, man. And you're doing that for 50 cents.
And it is exactly like what you said. It used to be a local bin in Sevierville as well, a local and an out of town. And it used to be, just like you said, that would go to there. Another thing that affected that was there used to be a major plant in Chattanooga. They closed that down. So it's just, But still, you know what? For 50 cents, I like to see you get anything across the country.
Well, if you can mail a child
50
back in them
cents.
days, you can mail anything.
So,
Well, and the thing is, somebody always said, that I saw this. You get that thing in the mail, and it's, return postage is guaranteed or whatever.
yeah.
And I've heard, people send you junk mail and send you that. Just seal it up. Don't put anything in it and just mail it. It costs them. They have to pay.
Yes, they
Again.
do. They do.
If you mail it back, they have to pay again. So just do it.
Yeah.
Maybe that may be a deterrent on junk mail.
So again, all this information is free, but on this day in history, things to do today. If you are just now watching this, you probably missed it. But tomorrow is another chance, 6 to 8 p.m. For an audition
For the miracle. Yeah, the miracle worker. But you got to call them first.
Yeah.
Give them a call. Don't just show up.
Yeah. So tomorrow's your last chance. Call Courtney. You can message her at that email there.
And they need backstage people as well.
Yeah, not just actors and talent, but other stuff as well. So so check that out. As always, Tuesdays is Bluegrass Jam.
Bluegrass jamming at the Bradbury Community Club, and out there, it's $2 to get in.
Yep.
6 to 10. You got snacks and food, but call Marie,
Yeah.
please. And
And we're going to try to get some pictures of that.
yes, we are. We're going to try to.
So yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but we've been talking about that. That's one that's been on since the beginning. But so go check that out. And if you do, send us some pics. But here's another one going on
Yeah,
Tuesday.
On Tuesday, they're having an open ride there at Rowan State Community College. They're using it at the Expo Center, the indoor arena, and Jeremiah Johnson.
That's him.
Get a hold of him there at 882-4590 and ask him about that. And I think it's $5 a ride and $5 a horse rather and $5 a rider.
Yeah, so go check it out. Good deal. Here's also Ridgeview Elementary's got something in
They do a good thing. They got a food pantry, and you can go out there on February 21st. That's tomorrow from 4:30 to 6:30 at Ridgeview Elementary and donate.
Yeah, go do that for a good cause. Here's one that you said is really cool. Tuesday.
Anybody that's a fan of the Allman Brothers, hey, you know this guy, the Tedeschi Trucks, the Derek Trucks. He was the son of one of the drummers for the Allman Brothers, and he played with them for a long, long, long time. But he and his wife, I don't know her first name, but they're going to be at the Civic Coliseum on the 21st, so it's going to be a great show. Go see them.
Yeah, go check it out. And if you want information, you can call that number or email that email address.
Yep.
Wednesday, food truck.
Food Truck Wednesday.
It's the Crave.
The Crave. We're not sure what they're having, but it looks like burgers, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they've got a Facebook page, so look up the Crave on Facebook. But yeah, so if you're hungry at lunchtime on Wednesday,
That's every Wednesday from 11 a.m. to 2.
yeah,
Downtown Hammer.
yeah, check them out. Good thing. Also, every week it's the Oasis program.
The Oasis Children's Program at kindergarten through 8th grade at the Fellowship Hall there in, which church is that?
It's what is it? The First Presbyterian Church
Yes.
of Rockwood.
Yeah.
just down the street. Here.
429 on West Rockwood Street. You
Yeah.
can call it 354-1674.
Yeah, check them out. Here's one going on the 22nd and 23rd. That's Wednesday and Thursday.
Yeah, the Rhode Alliance is having an online auction, raising money for many programs and initiatives.
Yeah.
And it's Jennifer Brown. Give her a call or an email there.
Yeah, go check out Jennifer Brown there. I met her at the Roan Engage, so call her if you have more questions. Here's another on this date, way back in 1455.
Golly.
The Gutenberg Bible, its first printed Bible, and that was one of those things that they wanted the Bible to be kind of held by the church, and printing Bibles where people could actually read them themselves was kind of a radical thing, if you can imagine.
Wow.
And
And I said, is that Steve Gutenberg's really?
how many Gutenbergs are there?
Seriously, it's got to be eventually somehow related. But yeah, so, and now here's another important date in 1836.
Ooh, look at that one.
The Alamo was besieged for 13 days, beginning on March 6th, until March 6th, right?
Yeah.
By the Mexican Army under General Santa Anna. And if anybody's seen those movies, if anybody disagrees with me, I want to hear from you. If you think the second movie was better than the John Wayne movie, you're wrong.
Yeah. So there. So yeah, important day in history. Here's another one you said is very cool.
I picked this one out. I don't know if you know Garrison Keeler, but if you ever listened to Prairie Home Companion, but that was just a wonderful show on PBS radio. And I don't know what happened with him. Something happened. He had to quit that show, and they stopped it. But he's very, very entertaining man. He's going to be out there at the Clayton Center for the Arts in Maryville. Give him a call at 865-981-8590.
Yeah, go check it out. Here's one that we joked about last time, but these are
That's for you guys there.
These are the kids, the Roane County Children's Theater. Yeah, we said they wouldn't let Howard and I in there.
We were overrated.
Yeah, we tried, but they said it was for kids only. So we'll have to come out with our own Robin Hood. But yeah, anyway, go see the kids the 24th and 25th. And that is Friday and Saturday. That's the Robin Hood Merry Men.
Free admission.
Free admissions, Friday and Saturday at 7. So take the kids, the family down there. Good family fun. Here we are back at the Rhone State again.
Yeah, Southeast Ranch Horse Series, and it's free to go in. It's free to spectators. Give Michelle Turner a call at 423-619-4467.
Yeah, and don't call Diana.
No,
You can
call
call her.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just call her. But not about that. Monty Town Hall.
Yeah, Monty Hall's our new rep, and so he's having a town hall there at the Luminary United Methodist Church in 10 Mile, and it's 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. He's going to be there for 2 hours. Hey, go see him,
Yeah.
meet him, see what, if you got something you're concerned about, let him know about it.
Yeah, you got 2 hours to tell them about it. But that's on the 25th, which is Saturday. Here's something else on Saturday.
Yeah, the Fresh Farmers Market at the Square in Fairfield Glade, and that runs from 8 a.m. to 1.
Yeah, we're already back into that time of year where we're having our different local vegetables and produce, so go check them out. Here's my favorite thing, chili.
The chili cook-off. It's a veterans chili cook-off.
Yeah.
Now, we were talking about this earlier. We didn't know it was only veterans could cook, and apparently I was wrong.
No, it's for the
It's
veterans.
benefiting the veterans of the Vietnam War.
Yeah, yes. So that's a good cause. Chili for a good cause. You
Yeah,
can't-
$5 to get in for you. If you want to take a whole family, you get in for 20.
Yeah, so that's a good deal there, especially if you got a bunch of kids. That's $20 for chili. You can feed
The
them all.
ride back would be horrible.
Oh God, Tom. I know we're getting off topic here, but Tom, I made an effort at one point to say, "You're not eating," and I was going to be, that Dad, you're not eating what you want to eat. You're eating what we eat. We cook supper. You're going to eat that. And I made beans, and I don't like beans. He says, "Okay, well,
Poor Tom.
I don't really care." You're eating beans. We made beans. I'm
Yeah.
sitting here. You're
Well,
eating
guess what?
whatever.
Beans is
And
for
if
dinner.
Beans is dinner. And if I eat beans, I'll throw up. I said, well, if you throw up, I'll clean it up, but you're eating beans. He ate beans, he threw up. He didn't have to eat beans no more.
So it worked out for him.
It worked out well for him. I cleaned up the puke, and
Oh.
he don't have to eat beans.
Yeah. So I think you learned your lesson.
Yeah, I learned mine. That kind of dad shift there didn't fly. So
And then wrapping it up this week.
the Kingdom Heirs concert at the Princess
Sunday.
Theater. That's on Sunday. And they're a gospel group anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. They used to be at Dollywood. Everybody knows them. But very cool to see them here in Roane County. So, but I think they still have a full-time show at Dollywood once that season kicks back in. So it's kind of cool to see them out here in the Roane
Yeah.
County area. That takes us to local school news, brought to you by The Shop.
The Shop, a great little boutique there on Rockwood Street, 205 West Rockwood, right across from the Wilkes.
Production Studio.
Yeah. And each of these girls make their own appointments, so please give them a call individually at 865-466-2395 for Amber.
Yeah, or Evelyn,
Evelyn is at 865-354-0501.
or Larissa.
And Larissa is at 865-441-1277.
Yeah, those are great ladies. Tell them you
And-
saw it here.
They are big about supporting local, and please support them. They're local, and there's their their rates, and God, they're going to be low.
Yeah, so and if you go over there, get your haircut, tell them that you heard about them here on the Small Town Network Community News Program.
Yep.
No school today, it's President's Day, but actually you can see that there on the schedule. But next thing coming up is spring break, March 13th. And then the classes resume on March 20th. There's your in-service days. Here's your lunch menu. No school today, as you see. Chicken nuggets tomorrow, beef stroganoff, honey barbecue smackers, and pizza, as always, on Friday. Again, no local report, but don't forget, you can go hear the Rockwood High School podcast. It's called Tiger Talk Podcast. You can look for that on Spotify. One basketball game this week. And it looks like tournament, I think.
It must be a tournament because it looks like it's the boys playing Greenback at Harriman.
Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, so go check them out. Also, if you're an 8th grader getting ready to go to Rockwood High School, it's time for your orientation.
Yeah, they're having freshman orientation from 5:30 to 6:30. at the cafeteria there at the high school.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff they'll talk about: sports clubs, school tours, scheduling your stuff, your classes, your freshman courses, and all that. So go check that out. Also, there must be another tournament that's going on at Harriman High School, and that's your schedule for that.
Yep.
But again, that wraps up local school news. Normally, we have a Rockwood High School reporter on here, but as you know, no school today, so no school report. But that heads us into weather, which is brought to you by Shape Up.
Shape Up is a great little gym over there in the Shape Up Shopping Center near the Big Lots and
Yeah.
Tractor Supply. And they've got a little bit of everything. They got some free weights. They got great aerobics areas. They got a schedule for classes. They just added, they've always had the sauna, but they just added the tanning beds.
Tanning, yeah.
Tanning, and hey, it's a good little place. It's clean. It's not, it's not one of those places where you're going to be. You get a little older, and you're especially if you've done sort of things like that in the past, you got to battle your ego a bit. It's not a place that you're going to be, it's not a powerlifting gym where somebody's pushing, they're deadlifting 500 pounds. You feel like you got to, you just get out there and do your work and
you
feel good about it.
Yeah, just do you.
And if you are a little older and you got a Medicare supplement or a Medicare Advantage plan, good chance that they will pay your dues.
Yeah, so that's awesome, and we'll send it over to Howard. There he is. There's his hand at the weather wall.
That's right. Big shout out to WVLT Channel 8 with Haley and her crew down there. And as I said earlier, that you're going to get a big shock at this week on the weather. So let me step over here for a minute for you. And there we go. Check the day's temperatures out all the way through the weekend. 77 on Thursday. That's the day you may want to plan something to do or get something done if you're not going to work. But as usual, you can see there's part-time rain throughout the week also. So it wouldn't be Rowan County without rain and sun, right?
That's right. So again, don't forget to check out. I had the radar, but there's nothing on radar
Nothing
right
on
now.
radar.
But yeah,
Not even at Bowling Green?
don't forget, not even at Bowling Green. But don't forget to download their apps. WVLT has a news app and a weather app, and both are super handy this time of year because they tell you about school closings, traffic, all that kind of stuff. So check it out. That heads us into birthdays. Here they are, and happy birthday today.
A good friend of mine, Eddie May, and Paul Knuckles, went to high school with both those folks. Is that you?
Ryan Wilk is my cousin, yeah. Janice McGee Silverstein, and happy birthday to you guys today. And then later on in the week.
Yeah, I saw the Wilk. I thought, was that my friend? Is that your?
No, yeah, that's my cousin. Yeah.
Amy Palmer, John Klein, Billy Anderson.
Bougie, yeah.
Good friend
B3
of
we call
ours.
him, yeah.
Charlie Potts, Janice Passons, Tammy Atkinson, Grayson Plemons, Danielle Honeycutt, good friend, taught with my wife for many, many years, and her and her husband are really good friends of mine. But then Helen Long Sperling, Brandy Carter Pogue, Rusty Pogue, Darlene Christmas Murray, wife of the infamous Murph Murray, who we told many stories about.
Yeah.
Jessica Tootin, and Pat Adcox.
Yeah. Some more.
Lindsay Griffith, Isham, Michelle McGill, and Tim Fisher.
Yeah, that's my buddy Tim. Also a friend of mine, Mark Wigington, Clint Smart, David Rains, and Tammy Sue. But that wraps up birthdays. And don't forget, if you have birthdays or anything like that, send them in to us, and we would love to get it on the program. That heads us into other interests, which is brought to you by Country Tonight Theater. Don't forget to check out the Country Tonight Theater's Celebrity Concert Series, and they'll be getting started soon. So go check out their full schedule at countrytonightpf.com. But here's stuff coming on later on in the months, even later on in the year. So here's Open Rides Continue.
Yeah, Open Ride continues. And, we were talking about that for Valentine's Day, how neat that would be. I would love to hear if somebody did that.
Yeah.
But still, it's a great thing to do anytime. And, there's a schedule. It's always going on.
So only got a couple more chances. February 28th is the last open ride, so get out there. March 2nd, we've got a concert. One Country is going to be out there in the indoor concert series. It's 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 128 Stonehenge Drive in Crossville. So call that number if you want more information. And JR's Rodeo.
JR's Rodeo, and can't promise you, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get free tickets for that.
Yeah.
He always does a great show.
Yeah.
Kids have a ball at that thing. He gets them out in the arena, and they have
that's
things
cool.
for them, to, activities for them to do. They're gonna have fun. Bring your kids to that. But you can get a hold of them there at 828-713-3006.
Yeah.
And it's $10.
Also, later on in March, the 25th, the Spring Street Fest.
Yeah, Kingston Park and Rec is putting that on. They're going to have food, games, and a car show. And it's free to get in, and it runs from 11 to 4 at the Old Rome County Courthouse.
Also coming up in April, the Thunder Road.
And you got to come to this. If anybody knows, this is the best thing to go to in the spring.
for
I mean,
real.
of all the things there are to do in the spring, this is the best.
Yeah, and if you want to be a vendor, you need information, contact John. You can do it right through our page.
And somebody I know, I think somebody's going to do sound and music for that.
Somebody, I think.
Who could that be?
I don't know. We'll have to check it out, but I have a feeling I know him.
Surprise.
Yeah, I think somebody that's between me and Howard is going to do the music for that.
Surprise.
And but hey, the snakes are coming.
Ooh,
the
the
Red Sox
snakes,
shows
yeah.
are coming for that. We knocked that
Food,
down.
we'll have cars,
Yeah.
music. It's always a good time.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Hoping the weather will hold out.
The General Lee will be here as well.
Yeah, so come check that out. Later on in April, the Rome Jamboree.
Rome Jamboree at the Princess Theater. They're going to have the Deeper Shade of Blue and the Alex Leach brand.
Yeah,
And,
check that out. Here it is, all the way in May. But Oliver Springs annual street fair.
It's their second annual street fair running from 9 to 2 at the Beach Park Baptist Church.
Yeah, so go check that out. Again, you'll see those coming up again later on. But hey, if you've got an event, birthday, thing to do, fundraiser, whatever it is, John will tell you how to get a hold of us.
Yeah, hey, just email us there at smalltownnetworklive@gmail.com, or the easiest, the quickest, and the best method of doing that is to message us on Facebook on our Facebook page. It's
Yeah.
Small Town Network.
Just shoot it to us. Again, that wraps up another week. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Send us your birthdays if you got them, fundraisers, things to do. And don't forget to follow us, like, and share.
Please do.
Yeah. But from all of us here at the Small Town Network, I'm Scott Wilk.
John Evans.
I'm Howard Howe.
Yeah, and thanks for joining us. And you can hear our Ukrainian friends, Uzori, with their music. Thank you guys for that. But you guys have a great week.